Welcome to Brains Out with Pete. I'm Pete, and today we're going to talk about this movie. Hold on. This one is called The Executioner, starring Sonny Chiba. Now, The Executioner is a grimy 70s karate exploitation movie filled to the brim with cool characters, and in the middle of it, one savage Sonny Chiba. Yeah, so I'm not going to say too much about the story because, the movie's called The Executioner and that should tell you something. But it's basically about hitmen and Chiba trained in the way of the ninja going up against the mafia. And it's brutal. I mean, there's eyes knocking people's eyes out of their skull type fighting here. Chiba portrays a man who'll rip your ribs out during a fist fight, for example. Even though there's a life or death combat, he'll take the time to look at a woman's pussy and stare at it. And that's just the type of guy he is. I mean, it's like if it's there, he's gonna look. You could say that he's a man's man, probably not a woman's man, at least not by today's standards, but who gives a shit? It's 1974. There's even hard-on jokes here, man, and I found them surprisingly funny. That maybe tells you something about me, but it's so over the top, masculine and brutal and silly. And the bad guys, they're horrible people too. So the payoff is even greater when Sonny Chiba gives them hell, and he does with great intensity. It's all very stylized with cool scenography and that cool funky music on the soundtrack. And like I've said 1,000 times already, it's brutal. Like there's blood here. I guess you can say that this movie solidifies what everyone should know already, and that's that Sonny Chiba is one of the coolest beings to have ever walked this earth. Now I should throw in there that there's a follow-up to the movie called Karate Inferno, and it's not as good as the first one. It's a lot sillier. There's less brutality, less blood, and I mean it's more camp. There's like a scene where Sonny Chiba's ally is on fire, and Chiba, the quick thinker that he just whips it out and starts pissing on the guy. And it puts out the flames, so it works. And I should say that there are some cool fight scenes here as well, especially the last one, where there's he's knocking people's eyes out of their skull, and also there's ripping intestines out during the fights. I mean, it's still got some blood, but it's nowhere near the first one. You should watch the original, The Executioner, for some true cinematic greatness. Now you should watch it. Watch The Executioner. Watch the damn movie.